Hey guys, it's FallenHobo here. I know I haven't done a review in a while, and the reason for that is because my computer had some problems and I was unable to record stuff. I just got my computer fixed today, which is really great. Now for the gun vote, I know that the AK48 Mod 0 won the gun vote, but then however on the day that my computer screwed up, I opened the MK48 Mod 0 and I couldn't review it at all. So anyways, I kind of I guess I wasted the MK48 Mod 0, couldn't get any footage of it. I'm sorry Oblivion 517, but I just couldn't review it. I'll probably use my own X and just buy one to review it, just to make up for it. I won't be reviewing it today because I really want to review this AK74M sent to me by South Korea 38. Thank you, South Korea 38. I know he's been wanting me to review this gun for a really long time now, and yeah, I'm going to review this right now. Hey guys, it's FallenHobo here. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the AK74M, which was kindly sent to me by South Korea 38. In this game I might be pretty rusty. I haven't played Combat Arms for I don't know, 5 or 6 days. This is my first day back, so I might be a little bit rusty. So anyways, let's get on to the review. Now, the AK74M is the NX variant of the AK74U. Now, there are some major changes between the AK74U and the AK74M. The first change would be the different color skin. As you notice, the AK74M is gray. It has highly improved stats. It has improved accuracy, damage, and portability, which makes it a lot more deadlier than the GP version, the AK74U. Now the AK74M is going to be compared to the G36E a lot. I'm going to be comparing them both a lot in this video, and the reason is because they are very similar in stats. The only difference would probably be the G36E having a sniper scope and some small stat differences. So I will be comparing these two weapons today. So let's get on to the stats. The power. The power is very strong. It's very similar to the G36E. I'm pretty sure it is on par with the G36E in terms of power. I'm not quite sure. Like the G36E, it's a 3 or 4 shot kill to the front, depending on where you're shooting and how far you are away. Most likely it's going to be a 3 shot kill, but sometimes it'll be a 4 shot kill. Compared to the AK-47, the AK-74M is slightly weaker, so just keep that in mind. Now, as for the rate of fire is pretty fast for an assault rifle. It's faster than the G36E, and it's also faster than the AK-47, which makes the AK-74M a much better weapon in terms of rate of fire. Better for close range spraying if you're a sprayer. I wouldn't really recommend spraying. I'll talk more about that later. Now, as for the accuracy is probably the best thing on this gun. It's on par with the G36E. It has the best accuracy of all assault rifles in the game. It's on par with the G36E. It's just amazing accuracy. This gun can be used at short ranges, medium ranges, and long ranges. So it's very versatile, just like the G36E. It can be used at any situation. It's really great. Now for the portability. The portability of the AK-74M is actually really great. It's above average compared to many other assault rifles in the game. It's much better than the G36E, and it's pretty close to the portability of the M416 CQB, which is pretty good. Again, the portability is above average, which is something you can look forward to. Now, as for recoil, the recoil, just like the G36E, is pretty heavy, but the AK-74M does have lower recoil than the G36E, which makes it a lot better in terms of recoil control. AK-74M is a lot more user-friendly. since you don't really have to learn how to control the recoil as much as the G36E, but still the AK74M is still a tap gun. Now what I mean by that is, if you're going to be shooting at medium ranges, you have to burst. At long ranges, you will have to tap. Now at short ranges, it's best to burst, but then if you know that you're going to kill the enemy 100%, then it's alright to spray. Just make sure you don't spray for too long, or else the spread will get out of hand. Now on to modifications. Scope. It's really up to you whether you like the ACOG scope more or the ITEC scope. If you're going to be using the AK74M at really big maps and you have to shoot long range, then I would recommend the ACOG scope just because it has higher magnification, but it's really up to you whichever one you pick. Now as for suppressors and extended magazines, I really don't find that you need one. They're completely unnecessary. Now here is my comparison, comparing the AK74M to the G36E. Now I'm just going to go over them really quickly. Now the AK74M, it doesn't come with a scope. Now this could be an advantage to some people, and it could also be a disadvantage to other people, because some people really like the sniper scope while others prefer ACOG and ITEC scopes. Now the AK74M is also an NX cost, so for all you people who don't like spending your GP, you can spend NX on it. The AK74M also has a faster rate of fire, lower recoil, it is lighter, and it's more noob friendly due to lower recoil, and you'll less likely be called a noob. And the reason is because the AK74M is really underused. Nobody really uses it. Nobody really realizes that they're really similar guns. And yeah, so if you can't really handle being called a G36 noob, then you can use a AK74M. Now onto the G36E. Now the G36E comes with a really nice sniper scope, which many players like. It is also an NX cost if you're buying the Valkyrie. It is also a GP cost for those who can't spend NX. Now the G36E is a lot harder to control than the AK74M due to higher recoil, and it is quite difficult to learn how to use the scope properly and how to tap properly when you're new to this game. So the AK74M is a lot more user friendly, more noob friendly. Now if you're going to be using a G36E, you're more likely going to be called a G36E noob. If you can't really handle that, again, you can just use the AK74M, but this shouldn't really be too much of a problem. Now for the final thing, no mods required. The G36E doesn't require any mods, so you don't really have to spend any GP on it. It really comes with a scope, and you really don't need a suppressor, and you don't really need an extended magazine. So yeah, that's pretty much the comparison. Whichever gun fits you more, then you can just choose it. Oh, and I got 23 and 5 in the last game, in case you guys were curious. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Now let's head on to the question and answer. Now, Taserist says, your arm looks like a arm from a spec. Now, I know this isn't a question, but I know that many other people have written the same thing on my videos, wondering how my arms look like a specialist. Now, I'll tell you guys right now, I am not using a specialist. It is the assault vest that makes my hand look like Viper's hand or Scorpion's hand. It's nothing special really, it's just the assault vest. Don't be fooled. In case you guys are wondering, I really do regret getting the assault vest. I bought it right before the recon vest came out, and I'll tell you, the assault vest isn't really that great. But then if you guys are playing sniper only games, then I guess the assault vest is actually pretty good. It can tank some L96 shots, which is pretty cool. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and if you guys have any more questions, just leave them below and you might have a chance to be in my next video. Alright, see you guys later.